Hello and welcome back. Have you ever sat across from a woman and your entire mind was a chase, trying to decipher her? What did that look mean? She laughed. Does that mean she likes me or is she just being polite? We become detectives, searching for every scrap of evidence, every little sign, hoping they will add up to the answer we crave. Am I accepted? We do this in relationships, in business negotiations, in friendships. We hunt for external validation. But what if I told you that the entire hunt was flawed from the start? What if the very act of hunting for signs is what's preventing you from having the connection you desire? This is a truth few of us are willing to face. You see, for years I was just like you. I read the books, I watched the videos, I learned how to read the signs. I got good at observing, but I still felt empty. Because I was playing a defensive game. I was waiting for the world's permission to feel worthy. And then, through years of contemplation, through both Stoic philosophy and the quiet teachings of the East, I realized a principle. A principle that changed every interaction in my life. I call it the law of relationship echo. This principle is simple. What you receive back from another person is rarely their intention. It is almost always a reflection, an echo of the energy you are emitting. Imagine you are standing at the edge of a massive canyon. You shout a question filled with insecurity. Am I good enough? And that canyon, which is the person across from you, can only return to you exactly what it received. It will shout back, "Am I good enough?" We spend our whole lives trying to analyze the echo, never realizing we have complete control over the original sound. Today, we are not going to talk about the secret signs she's giving you. We are going to talk about the echoes you are creating. We will walk through 7 levels of awareness, 7 echoes that most men never hear. Because once you understand this, you will stop trying to read her mind and you will start changing the room with nothing but your presence. Level 1. The echo of presence, reinterpreting. Mirroring. Many people say that when a woman likes you, she will unconsciously mirror your body language. You take a sip of water, she does too. You lean forward, she leans in. This is a fact, but it's only the surface. We have mistaken the symptom for the cause. This isn't mirroring. This is resonance. Think of 2 tuning forks. If you strike one, the other one nearby will automatically begin to vibrate at the same frequency. It doesn't try to vibrate. It can't help but vibrate. That woman isn't mirroring your actions. She is attuning to your state. The real question is, at what frequency are you vibrating? Most men, when they walk into an interaction, aren't really there. Their body is there, but their mind is not. Their mind is in the future. What should I say next? Does she think I'm funny? How will I get her number? Or their mind is in the past. I messed this up last time. I hope I don't say something stupid. They are a radio full of static. They have no presence, and when you are not present, you emit an energy of anxiety, of neediness, of calculation. What is the echo you get back? Awkwardness, distance, polite fakeness. But a man who has mastered his inner world, he is present. When he is in the room, he is 100% there. He is not trying to be interesting, he just is. He listens not to reply, but to understand. He brings an energy of stillness, of centeredness, a still point in a chaotic world. This is what Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh called mindfulness. It is the simple practice of just being here. When you emit that pure presence, the echo changes. She doesn't mirror you because she's attracted to your technique. She attunes to you because your presence makes her nervous system feel safe. She can relax. She can be herself. The mirroring you see? That's just the outward sign that she has entered the solid field of energy you've created. So, the coaching question for you is this. In your next conversation, can you stop trying to get an outcome? Can you just be there, listening with your entire being, and observe how your stillness changes the dynamic of the room? Master your presence and you'll never have to worry about mirroring again. You will create resonance. Level 2. The echo of steadfastness, reinterpreting testing. The second popular idea is that women will test you. They'll make sarcastic comments, ask probing questions, or create small scenarios to see how you react. They want to know if you're solid or if you'll crumble under pressure. Again, this is true, but our understanding is wrong. We think it's a game she is playing. We think it's a conscious exam we have to pass. But here is a deeper perspective from Stoicism. She is not testing you. The universe is not testing you. They are revealing you. Imagine a ship on the sea. A storm hits. The storm has no intention of testing the ship. The storm is simply the storm. The storm reveals whether the ship was built with solid oak or with cheap plywood. The tests you encounter in a relationship, her questions about your past, his jealousy, your impatience, they aren't exams sent to make you fail. They are small storms that reveal the unhealed parts, the insecurities, and the cracks in your own foundation. I have a friend. His girlfriend asked him about an old relationship. A simple question. But he reacted. He became defensive, angry, and started to turn the tables, attacking her. Why? Not because her question was a manipulative test, but because her question shined a light on the place where he still felt guilt and shame about his past. The small storm hit his crack. He shouted his insecurity into the canyon, and the echo he got back was conflict. A man who has mastered his inner world doesn't see these as tests. He sees them as opportunities. When the storm hits, a criticism, a misunderstanding, he doesn't react. He responds. He holds his center. He doesn't get swept up in the emotional drama. He becomes the anchor. This is what psychologists call self-differentiation. It's the ability to maintain your sense of self, to stay calm and clear, even when those around you are in chaos. When you emit that energy of steadfastness, not arrogance, not defensiveness, but a deep, rooted calm, the echo you get back is trust. She stops testing you, not because you passed, but because your solidity makes the tests unnecessary. She feels safe with you on a subconscious level. She knows that when the real storms of life hit, your ship will not sink. So the coaching question for you is, the next time you feel tested, poked, or triggered, pause for 1 second. Instead of asking, why is she saying that to me? And ask yourself, what is this revealing about me that I'm not ready to face? The tests aren't barriers to the relationship. They are the path to your own integrity. Level 3, the echo of priority, reinterpreting prioritizing. We're often taught that a clear sign she's into you is when she prioritizes you. She cancels other plans to see you. She answers your texts immediately. She gives you her time. And when we don't get this, we feel unimportant. We start to chase, to try and prove our worth, to try and win that spot as a priority. But we are looking at the echo again. The truth is, she doesn't prioritize you. She prioritizes the feeling she gets when she is with you. This is a critical psychological shift. Nobody owes you their time. Nobody owes you their priority. Everyone, including you and me, is always naturally drawn toward what makes us feel alive, feel safe, feel understood, or feel inspired. If being with you feels like a job interview, tense, calculated, full of pressure, why would she want to prioritize that? If being with you feels like a courtroom where she is constantly being judged, why would she choose that? Many men complain about being friend-zoned or seen as a second option. They emit the nice guy energy, a conditional kindness, a kindness that is always waiting for something in return. They shout into the canyon, I will give you my time, but you owe me your attraction. What is the echo they get back? Respect maybe, friendship possibly, but not attraction. A man who creates the echo of priority is different. He isn't trying to be her priority. He is his own priority. He has a purpose, a mission, a path. His life is already full of meaning before she shows up. He doesn't look at her as an empty vessel to fill his emptiness. He sees her as a wonderful person to share his fullness with. The energy he emits is one of purpose and wholeness, When he is with her, he is fully present, like in level 1. He creates a space where she feels interesting, heard, and inspired. And what happens? Naturally, her nervous system tells her, being with this person feels good. I feel better about myself. I feel alive. She starts prioritizing time with you, not because you demanded it, not because you played a game, but because it is a natural act of moving toward joy and growth. She is drawn to your energy, to your purpose. The final coaching question for this section: look at your life right now. Are you living a life that you would want to prioritize? Do you have a purpose, passions, hobbies that make you feel alive, independent of anyone else's attention? Stop chasing priority. Become the energy source that others want to move toward. Level 4. The echo of vulnerability. We, as men, are taught to build walls. We are taught to wear armor. From the time you were a boy, if you fell and cried, you might have heard, "Stop it. Men don't cry." If you were scared, you were told, "Be brave." We have spent our whole lives forging a perfect suit of armor. It's shiny, it's impenetrable, and it hides everything inside. Our doubts, our fears, our past failures, our scars. We walk into a relationship with that armor on. We present our perfect version. We talk about our successes, we hide our failures, and we shout into the canyon, "I am perfect. I have no weaknesses. I am not real." What is the echo we get back? We get back another suit of armor. If you are not real, you do not give the other person permission to be real. If you are performing, she will perform too. And then you have a relationship between two suits of armor. It might look beautiful from the outside, but inside it's empty and cold. There is no real connection. You can never be hurt, but you can also never be reached. This is the truth that the ancient philosopher Zeno understood, and modern researcher Brené Brown has proven. Vulnerability is not weakness. It is the measure of courage. Vulnerability isn't complaining or dumping emotions. It is emotional authenticity. It is the willingness to be seen consciously. I once coached a man. He was dating a wonderful woman, but he lived in constant fear that she would find out he had once gone bankrupt. He hid it. He acted overconfident. He was always trying to prove he was enough. Their relationship was suffocating. It was full of tension. Finally, he gathered his courage. He didn't make excuses. He didn't cast blame. He just shared his story as a part of who he was. He took off a piece of his armor. And you know what happened? She didn't run. She didn't judge him. For the first time, she truly saw him. She didn't see weakness. She saw the strength it took to face failure and learn from it, and she said, "I feel closer to you than I ever have before." When you emit authenticity, when you dare to shout, "This is me, with all my scars and imperfections," the echo you get back is trust and intimacy. You give her permission to take off her armor, too. So the coaching question for you is, what part of you are you hiding for fear of being judged? And what if sharing it, consciously and with integrity, is the very key to unlocking the deepest connection you've ever sought? Level 5. The echo of purpose. This is one of the biggest traps we as men fall into. We meet an amazing woman, and we make her our purpose. Our entire world begins to revolve around her. Our purpose is to make her happy. Our goal is to win her love. Our mission is to keep her. This sounds romantic in movies, but in real life, it is suffocating. Imagine you are a ship on the ocean. You need a lighthouse to navigate, to know where you are going. Many men make their woman their lighthouse. But a person is not a lighthouse. They are another ship, also on their own journey. When you make her your entire purpose, you are shouting into the canyon, "I am lost without you. You are my entire existence. The responsibility for my happiness is on your shoulders. This is an unbearable burden." What is the echo you get back? Distance, resentment. She has to pull away, not because she doesn't care, but because she needs space to breathe, to not be drowned by your need. A man who has mastered his inner world is different. He is his own lighthouse. His purpose is bigger than any single individual. It is his mission, his career, his art, his contribution to the world. It is the values he lives by every single day. He doesn't look to her to complete him. He looks to her as a wonderful person to share his already complete journey with. This isn't about ignoring her. This is about inviting her on a grander adventure. The energy he emits is one of direction and aliveness. When Pierre and Marie Curie worked in their lab, they weren't just obsessed with each other. They were obsessed together with scientific discovery. Their bond was forged in the fire of a shared higher purpose. When you emit the energy of purpose, the echo you get back is respect and attraction. True attraction cannot exist in a vacuum. It follows purpose. She doesn't see a hole that needs filling. She sees a man on his journey, and she wants to join him. The coaching question for you. If you removed all romantic relationships from your life right now, what would get you out of bed in the morning? What is your lighthouse? If you don't have an answer, that is your work, before anything else. Level 6. The echo of healing. We all carry ghosts from our past. Wounds from childhood, from previous broken relationships. And for many of us, it's the wound from our relationship with our father. Maybe your father was emotionally distant. Maybe he was critical. Or maybe he was absent. We think we've moved on. We think that's in the past. But attachment psychology tells us that we are unconsciously repeating patterns. We don't see the person in front of us. We see them through a distorted mirror of our past. I have a friend. His father criticized everything he did. Not good enough. Now, when his girlfriend makes a small request, "Hey, can you take out the trash?" He doesn't hear a request. He hears his father's voice. He hears, "You failed again. You're useless." And he reacts. He gets defensive, angry. He isn't arguing with her. He is arguing with the ghost of his father. He is shouting his unhealed trauma into the canyon. And what echo does he get back? A self-fulfilling prophecy. By reacting that way, he creates the criticism and conflict he fears. She does start to criticize him because he's being so defensive. A man on the path of awareness recognizes this. He realizes, the source of life begins with me. He stops blaming the woman in his present for the pain caused by people in his past. He starts the hardest work of all, healing himself. He looks at his wounds. He acknowledges them. He learns to soothe that pain himself, instead of demanding that the whole world tiptoe around it. This is giving your all. It's doing everything you can to become whole. When you begin to interact from a place of healing, or at least a place of awareness and working on healing, the sound you emit changes. You stop shouting, "Don't hurt me." You start saying, "I am learning to trust." The echo you get back is compassion and partnership. You stop asking her to fix you, and you invite her to walk with you. The coaching question for you. What is your most common repeating negative reaction in relationships? Be honest. And what experience from your distant past does it feel like? Are you willing to take responsibility for healing that wound instead of demanding others never touch it? Level 7. The echo of detachment. This is the final level, and the most paradoxical. After hearing all of this, about presence, steadfastness, vulnerability, purpose, the final trap is to try and use these as techniques. Okay, if I act purposeful and act a little vulnerable, then I will get the result I want. And immediately, we fail. Because now, we are once again shouting control and calculation into the canyon. The echo we get back is resistance. People can feel when they are being manipulated, even if it's subtle. The highest level of awareness is not how to control the echo. The highest level of awareness is how to love your own sound so much that you no longer need the echo. This is Taoist philosophy. This